The Papua New Guinea landslide. An unfolding tragedy with a grim toll. The catastrophic landslide that ravaged Papua New Guinea on Friday has left an estimated death toll exceeding 670, according to the International Organization for Migration, IOM. Serhan Aktoprak, the chief of the IOM's mission in the South Pacific island nation, revealed that the revised death toll was based on calculations by Yambali village and Enga provincial officials, who estimated that over 150 homes were buried beneath the massive earthen debris. A previous assessment had estimated the number of buried homes at 60. They are estimating that more than 670 people are under the soil at the moment, Aktoprak shared with the Associated Press. Local officials had initially reported a death toll of 100 or more on Friday. However, by Sunday, only 5 bodies and a leg of a 6th victim had been recovered, leaving the true extent of the tragedy still shrouded in uncertainty. Amidst the ongoing rescue efforts, emergency responders in Papua New Guinea were faced with the daunting task of relocating survivors to safer ground, while navigating the threat posed by tons of unstable earth and the prevalence of tribal warfare in the region's highlands. The government of Papua New Guinea was simultaneously assessing the need for additional international support. Aktoprak acknowledged that rescuers had abandoned hope of finding survivors beneath the earth and rubble, which reached depths of 6 to 8 meters, 20 to 26 feet. People are coming to terms with this, so there is a serious level of grieving and mourning, he remarked. Government authorities were actively establishing evacuation centers on stable ground, situated on either side of the massive debris field that extended over an area comparable to 3 to 4 football fields and had severed the province's main highway. Working across the debris is very dangerous, and the land is still sliding, Aktoprak noted. Beyond the obstructed highway, convoys transporting food, water, and other essential supplies to the devastated village, located 35 miles, 60 kilometers, from the provincial capital of Wabag, faced additional risks due to tribal fighting in the village of Tambatanis, located midway along the route. Papua New Guinea soldiers were deployed to provide security for these convoys. Tragically, 8 locals lost their lives in a clash between 2 rival clans on Saturday, an incident unrelated to the landslide, but born out of a long-standing dispute. Local officials reported that around 30 homes and 5 retail businesses were destroyed in the skirmish. While Aktoprak did not anticipate that tribal combatants would specifically target the convoys, he acknowledged the possibility of opportunistic criminals exploiting the chaos. This could basically end up in carjacking or robbery, Aktoprak cautioned. There is not only concern for the safety and security of the personnel, but also the goods because they may use this chaos as a means to steal. The enduring presence of tribal warfare cast doubt on the official estimate that approximately 4,000 people inhabited the village at the time of the landslide, which was triggered by the collapse of a portion of Mount Mungalo. Justine McMahon, the country director of the humanitarian agency Care International, stressed that the immediate priorities were relocating survivors to more stable ground and providing them with essential supplies such as food, water, and shelter. The military was leading these efforts. The exact number of injured and missing individuals remained uncertain on Sunday. By Saturday, 7 people, including a child, had received medical attention, but their conditions were not disclosed. Officials reported that medical facilities were buried alongside homes, small businesses, a guest house, a school, and a petrol station. McMahon noted that other health facilities were operational in the region, and the provincial government was dispatching healthcare workers. Additionally, the World Health Organization was mobilizing staff to support the response. There will be some support, but it's such a spread-out area that I think it will be quite a challenging situation, McMahon observed. The scale of this disaster is quite immense. Despite Papua New Guinea's tropical location, The affected village is situated at an elevation of 2,000 meters, 6,600 feet, above sea level, resulting in significantly cooler temperatures. Papua New Guinea's Minister of Defense, Billy Joseph, and the director of the government's National Disaster Center, Lasso Mana, flew by helicopter from Port Moresby to Wabag on Sunday to assess the situation firsthand and determine the need for additional resources. Aktoprak anticipated a decision from the government on whether to formally request international assistance by Tuesday. The United States and Australia, a close neighbor and Papua New Guinea's largest foreign aid donor, were among the governments that had publicly expressed their willingness to provide further support for the responders. Papua New Guinea is a diverse and developing nation with a population of 10 million people, predominantly engaged in subsistence farming. The country is known for its linguistic diversity, with over 800 languages spoken within its borders.